Hey guys, what is up? Big Red Reviews here, back again with another episode of the Big Red Podcast. We're here with my good friend Lewis. He is back from episode 1. Guys, Love Island's done. It's over with.
Now I can return.
Now we can get back to the nerd shit for the next year. Anyways, Doomsday trailer. It's out. We've seen it. We have notes.
Let's get back into the nitty gritty.
Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. Lewis has some notes. I don't, but I have some stuff I'd like to say. So I figured we have the trailer up. We'll go about, 15 seconds, pause, talk about some shit that we see.
It's the next Avengers trailer.
Yeah,
like the
I don't give a
latest
fuck.
and greatest. We got to talk about it.
Obviously, probably maybe not as hype as Infinity War. It's an Avengers movie. You're going to go see it. Your mom's going to go see it. So let's just be happy about it.
Lots of things to talk about.
Instead of, well, Thanos is better. We'll talk about that. All right, let's see it.
The power scaling.
Xavier's school. Poor Patrick Stewart's like 80. Incursion. Okay, so, we open the trailer on the X-Mansion. Again, there's some people that I know that haven't seen the X-Men movies.
Back to original wheelchair, first off. A little
I didn't even
tidbit
see
there.
that.
You don't go.
From the first class?
Yeah, from, what was it? Well, Multiverse, where he came out with the yellow.
Oh, and then he died. Well, because I'm pretty sure this is like the movie, like the Fox movie. It's like it's not like a set piece. So, that's cool. I mean, I want new X-Men. I think after Secret Wars, this is like, I really do think this is the end of like the multiverse. Like, we're gonna get one big. This movie, Secret Wars, is gonna be like the old X-Men, Tobey Maguire. I think everyone's gonna be in it, and then we're done. We're gonna focus on the MCU.
They're going full force X-Men here to like get the ball rolling.
Is it.
So
and
I like that. I'm ready for it.
I didn't really grow up with the X-Men as much. Like, I saw them, but I wasn't like, oh shit. I kind of started Marvel with Iron Man and the Avengers and stuff. But I have an affinity for them still. They're the X-Men, and like these paved the way for what we have now. Again, some other people are really into them. Some people I know that watch these movies, like Alicia watched Deadpool Wolverine. She had no connection to the X-Men. Yeah. So like it didn't hit as hard, But so I hope they tied that pretty well, and they at least introduced some of the characters. But then again, like Professor X. You see him watching an incursion. You know what an incursion is?
Yeah.
That's when what causes an incursion again? I actually forgot, but do you know?
Crop it out.
Do we know?
No, not really. I mean,
I'm like the guys.
Let's just say didn't really watch any of the.
Well, I had to look this up because I know the idea of incursions and what happens in the storyline, but I don't know what causes them. So in the MCU, incursions are catastrophic events caused by the erosion of the boundaries between universes. So basically, the fucking universe is ending. Now, there's theories that this is Tobey's universe. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm sure it is. Because as we'll see later in the trailer, in the background, there's 3 worlds. So it's our world, the X-Men's world, and a third world that we don't know about yet. This could be Doom's world. This could be the current theory is it's Tobey's world. But then again, it's like, do I want my childhood hero, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, to just be fucking like
he's out of there,
blown up? Like, I don't know.
He's gonna be.
So that's a theory. We see him doing this. If you guys don't know, the whole thing about Secret Wars and Doomsday is there's different comic runs, but the main big one is that Doom, like these incursions are happening, and Doom basically pits the X-Men against the Avengers, and that's why we see them fighting later. And they're like, "Oh, you guys kind of have to fight to save your world, and whoever loses your world dies." But then in the meantime, like the theory is Doom's gonna go towards Loki and the TVA, and as they're fighting, obviously he's probably good. This movie's probably gonna end with Doom winning. I mean, honestly, and then it's gonna be Secret Wars where something happens.
Yeah, definitely feel like a universe is gonna get sacrificed here. Let's listen here to the voice narrating the beginning.
This is
very
Robert Downey
interesting.
Jr.'s Doom, which is crazy because I didn't catch this at first. And
got the Ukraine accent.
Very good job. Okay, yeah, the Liberian, whatever. And then we get. That's a good accent. And Doom looks great. I mean, like, we never really had an official look at Doom. Avengers Tower.
The Thunderbolts. Like,
which is, I think this is the first time we see it with, like, how it is now. Yeah. Which is good, because the past, like, 10 years of the MCU, they've had to, like, hide away from where the Avengers Tower is, because they didn't know what they were doing with it yet. This ties in the Thunderbolts, where we have Yelena's new team of Avengers, and then now we have Sam's new team of Avengers. As we know, at the end of Thunderbolts, they were pissed at each other. Well, Sam was pissed at Bucky, but now,
I've fought with many warriors in my time.
we have Thor. I don't really I feel about those.
Pause out here.
Yeah, so let's go back to the beginning first. We see the Fantastic Four here. The current theory...
There's a lot to break down even here.
So we see the Fantastic Four. I'm not really fucking with the coats, honestly. I don't think you needed to change their outfits at all. This is a chopped Avengers lineup. Like everyone keeps joking, like Thor is really the last one here.
They're in a rebuild.
I do like that Thor is like narrating and like it's kind of like the leader here because it is at the end of the day like he is kind of like the main person because like Tony, obviously we'll see Cap later, which we'll get into that. But this shot, first off, Ant-Man and Wasp, Ant-Man and Ghost, they need to have a convo because last they talked, she was a villain in his movie, right? We have, you see Bob in the corner, by the way, Bob. We have John Walker with his taco bent shield, and we have Yelena, Fantastic Four. Now there's some space missing in the middle there. I don't know if you were going to bring that up or not.
Yeah,
so,
it was.
The big theory going on right now is at the end of Fantastic Four First Steps, the end credit scene, Doom is at their house with Franklin. I think Franklin's in this shot.
This is it.
I think Doom is going to be like act like a good guy, right? And there's a big theory going on that he's going to use his likeness to Tony Stark.
Or a variant.
Yeah,
maybe Doom,
and be like, look,
Doom.
you can trust me, or that too. And the big theory is that in the ship we saw at the end, which obviously this takes place probably right after that end credits scene, Doom's on that ship with Franklin and the Fantastic Four because Doom's like, hey, I'm trying to save everyone. He's trying to like, fuck with them. Yeah. So I really do think Doom and Franklin are in this shot.
Yeah.
That's what I think. A lot of people think that.
It's got to be Doom filling in right there.
And I bet you Franklin's like in between Reed and Sue. And so I really do think it's going to be like the first half of this movie is Doom's just going to be trying to be like playing them. And that's where we get I think the Act 2 is going to be the X-Men and Avengers fighting. And then Act 3 is going to be them trying to fight Doom because they find out Doom's evil.
Yeah.
Doom wins. I think resets the timelines. Now, if you remember, there was some concept art that got leaked about a year ago. We don't know if it's real or not yet. But it showed like Battleworld. As we know, Doom in the comics makes Battleworld. I think he could wipe all their memories and have Battleworld. And that's really where Secret Wars is going to be. And I really do think that's what's going to happen. Anything else about this scene? Cap's there. Where's Wasp? Is this Cap's? Is Cap's? Where's Cap's team?
Yeah.
Maybe there's other people missing, like Shang-Chi.
No, yeah, you got you got people like what's the guy's name? Falcon. I guess he's the new Falcon. So
he's later in the trailer as well. But that begs the question: are there other people here? Is this early on? Like Sam, we know has a team.
Yeah.
So if I had to guess, it's Ant-Man, Shang-Chi, Falcon. B-list, kind of. I mean, Shang-Chi's kind of up there, but yeah, we'll go ahead and press play. Also, in the background, we see the three worlds. Like I said, 616, which is the Avengers. We have the X-Men, and then we don't know what the third is. Probably Doom's, maybe.
832.
They died.
More.
They died facing enemies and threats.
So we see Namor there, which is interesting because, as you know, he's like an anti-hero, and I guess him and the Wakandans are at like a peace thing, but obviously it looks like he's turning on them a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's gonna be I don't know if there's gonna be people who go loyal to Doom, because again, we don't know where Strange is at in the current theory, and I know in one of the comic lines, Strange does side with Doom originally. Last we saw Strange was 2022 when Claire came in and was like, incursions are happening, and he goes in. We don't know where he's at. Maybe Namor goes there. We don't know. And also we see the Fantastic Four in there. I think the Fantastic Four land here because as we see it, the sea is... So basically Namor part of the sea.
Like
and
a conversation
the
happening.
Wakandans are here. So this either takes place before the scene we just saw with Thor and all them or after. I think it's before. I think this is where the ship lands. I think Doom is there too. Because in the scene where we see them shaking hands, which we'll go ahead and keep playing.
But we do know the history between Namor and Sue and Reed. So
crazy shit.
That'll be interesting to see if they play into that at all.
So this is interesting. I really feel like this is the beginning of the movie because the whole trailer and Thor's talking to the Avengers. He's like, "Yeah, I'm fucking scared. Like I lost. Like this is actually crazy." I think this is the beginning of the movie. I think we're gonna see him rip Thanos' spine out here. That's an iconic moment in the comics. If it's not him, it's gonna be Kang. That's the other theory is that since Kang, they had to like get rid of Kang. We don't know what.
I'm trying to see what the statue is.
I think these are Sentinels.
Yeah, if it was a Sentinel that he just killed.
There's Doom by himself. There's the expansion getting blown up. Cyclops. Oh yeah.
Gambit. Channing Tatum reprising his
Channing
role
Tatum
as Gambit.
Now, is this the same? As you know, Deadpool and Wolverine had an end credit scene that got cut of Channing Tatum at the place in the void, and he turns around. There's a portal opening, and he smiles. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's the same Gambit. We don't know. Shang-Chi finally
Welcome back.
5 years later, Shang-Chi. You have one of the best movies post Endgame. They have hoed you, brother. Yeah. I'm so glad he's back. This is obviously in the expansion.
If you look, Aquafina.
Oh god, Aquafina's gonna kill Doom. Yeah, we see again that Doom and Thor scene. I'm really curious as to where that is in the movie.
Yeah.
Because that could be at the end when everyone's fucking gone and it's just them left. But then that's kind of similar to Thanos. I feel like that's at the beginning of the movie, and Doom just fucking
Well, we'll see it here, but the way he stops a move here,
Dude,
It's almost as if giving pity to just be like, hey, I'm here to give you a conversation, not really fight you. So.
Which again, how powerful
it's interesting.
Are you gonna make Doom?
Oh, I mean, I had it down in my notes. It's like you essentially killed Thanos with an axe throw right through the chest. Some say that he died there and then he had to do a little reset.
Wait, what?
Or I'm mistaking the timeline.
Oh no, you're thinking of.
But when it went into his chest, it was a throw. Here, it's double handle, full force running down on him, and he just. So
we'll get into that.
The power scale is getting completely reset because.
And it's that one podcast I watch. It's called what's that pod? The Escape Pod with those two guys our age. They were talking about, and he had a good point. The hat guy, he said Doom is cool when he's built up from being Reed's roommate to this almighty guy. And I really don't mind us having a Doom like this. I feel like they're going to do a good job. My problem is I hope we see Doom after this. I hope we see in the main timeline Doom, but then we just see the Doom, not a powerful Doom, right? Because and that's the big question. That's the big debate going in this movie. Thanos was built up, and Doom's not, and so I don't give a fuck. Okay, yes, the Infinity Stones were built up, right? Maybe a mention here and there. Thanos has one scene, Thanos has half a second in Avengers 1 where he just smiles. He has 2 seconds in Avengers Age of Ultron. He's fine, I'll do it myself. And then he has a 2-minute scene in Guardians, and that's it. Then we go to Infinity War.
He's just an overlying
He's there,
shadow.
Right? Yeah, now, yes, Doom has not been mentioned at all. Instead, they've been kind of building up incursions. So I feel like that's their way of building up this thing. Yeah. Obviously, this could have been built up way better. They had COVID. They had this Kang situation. I think the best bet is to open the movie with that Thor and Kang scene, or Thor and Doom. And I think instead of Thanos, it's going to be ripping out a variant of Kang. Yeah. That way, normal people who are what, they built this Kang guy up, doesn't matter, he's dead. And then that's just such a quick way to be all right, fuck Kang, Doom is in control. And then Thor loses, and then he goes to the Avengers, what the fuck, we gotta do something,
And with that, there's so many people that will come out and say, oh, there's holes in their storytelling because of all the time travel that they did and stuff like that. So they could be trying to kind of reset all of that and set a new course, and make things legitimate. This is how we're going from now on. And I mean, I think it's going to be the best way to go, really.
It's such an interesting, because now Kevin Feige has alluded to the fact that they might not reset. I think Secret Wars is going to soft reset. I really do think they're going to pick and choose, and it's rare that you get a movie franchise where you have some bum ass movies and you're able to just say oh, that's not it anymore. It's not canon. So I really think they can go in and be all right, Secret Invasion, not canon. Eternals, maybe not canon. So I really do think they're going to do that. But here we go. We have again the Avengers fighting the X-Men. This is probably in the middle of the movie. This is probably when and as we hear Thor in the background, he's stop your squabble. We have to. Yeah. I've fought people strong. I've fought with stronger people than you, and I've lost.
Well, if you look, it kind of looks like this was one of the windows that Professor X was standing in front of from the very first scene.
Incursion.
So that maybe this is after the fact. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they peeled in. Interesting. Also, quick side note. What does this look like to the average human in the MCU?
Yeah.
I was thinking about this too, because at the end of Thunderbolts, they're well, all that space shit's going on. So something already started by the end of the Thunderbolts. I think that was a scene from the movie. Honestly, I don't think that was just like.
Imagine you're an everyday New Yorker and you just get faded into a shadow.
Well,
with
fucking Bob. Well, it's like that's my thing is like with the blip. Obviously, we know it was the snap. With this, like, and shit's resetting. What happens to normal humans? Obviously, that's what's interesting. And this is the big reveal here.
That's why we need all the ground level stuff like Daredevil and Spider-Man.
What's Daredevil do? I think Spider-Man's gonna leave by the end of this movie. Accidentally pressed reverse. Sorry. Jeez. Quick funny ass side note. This picture of Loki. Yeah. I don't know if you saw this. Is from like a behind the scenes YouTube video with Tom Hiddleston just smiling, and they just made it his fucking ID picture. Nice. Also, this is interesting because it's been like teased that Loki going to Steve's house, and this obviously I think is Steve's house. We have the trees in the background. We have like the 1940s, old like timey. Yeah, I think this is him going to Steve's house, and this is okay. Do not kill Loki off rip. There's no way we get this movie without a Loki and Thor reunion. Even if Loki dies, I need that to happen, right? And I think it's cool that Loki's like a hero now, and that's pretty sick. But then again, people were saying this could be before the finale of season 2.
Right.
But the Yggdrasil tree is on the back of the card. So, and as you know, at the end of season 2, Loki becomes the god of stories, and he does the Yggdrasil. So. Well,
that plays into it because I did hear that. Oh yeah, it could be while he was working actively, and like, or it could be after the fact, and now he's somehow mobile and being able to do all this. So.
And we don't know the extent of Loki's powers at the end of season 2. Like, we know he's holding the timelines together, but is he allowed to leave?
Can you just let him go?
That's why I do think it seemed like he wasn't allowed to leave.
Yeah, he seemed like the weave. So
this could be before the ending, but then again, the Yggdrasil thing just doesn't make sense to me. But then again, the TVA timeline, like.
Well, I got something about that, so once we get a little further, we can talk about it again.
Just don't kill Loki off, right? There's the ocean. There's the ship landing.
Parted sea.
Right here. This is where the trailer we saw a few months ago with them seeing each other. He's like, M'Baku's like, Yancey Street.
There's Falcon. There's Bucky. So Sue is in this shot. Mm-hmm. They're parting the sea, so Namor has to be near. Yeah. You know who isn't in the scene?
Who?
Reed.
I think there's people behind Sue here that they're not showing.
Why would he not be in the frame?
I think they took Reed out because I think Doom is there as well, but Doom is like kind of in front of Reed, so it's easier to just cut both of them out. And this is also weird because Falcon...
Or he was just like, you're going to... I'm not going. If Namor's going to be there, I ain't going.
Yeah, but again, they don't know. Like, this is MCU. I don't know if they're going to go to that storyline. We might not have time for that right now.
I hope they get a little bit in it.
This is interesting because we have Falcon, who is not on the new Avengers. He's on Sam's team. And then we have Bucky and Ghost, who are on...
Thunderbolts.
Yes, so it's like, why are they together already? So maybe this does take place after Thor comes to them. And we have the Wakandans here and...
Dora Milaje.
Yeah. So this is obviously, I think, right when they land.
Shuri's suit looks really good, by the way.
Is it the same one from... Yeah, is it the same one from Wakanda Forever?
I think it's a little different.
So right here, Elena's bad as fuck. But as we see in the background here, Reed is holding back Captain America, Sam. Yeah. So that's interesting. It is again, people are bitching about this movie. It's crazy to see the Fantastic Four with the Avengers and the X-Men together. Like, this is crazy shit. Like, we've never, I don't know. And Yelena's here, and there's Kirby.
Same window.
Same window. So this is obviously in the X Mansion. There's an X there. There's Kirby. He looks different than I don't know if I'm just tripping. I saw this on Twitter. He looks different than the one from...
Yeah, he was like a little round body.
Now Yelena. We have... what was that?
Just this right here is perfect. I think that is like the epitome of awful. If I'm being honest with you.
You don't like it?
I don't like the way they have her. Supposedly they talked about how when she originally, played this role, she despised how much effort it took to get into the Mystique attire. So they're saying that could be a reason that it looks... personally, I don't like the way it looks. I think it looks cheap. But
I think the wig looks weird. I think it looks raised off her head.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is the OG.
Maybe this could be how she wants it because it's easier on production.
You're getting millions.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Mystique.
Jennifer Lawrence clears, by the way.
Right here. Holy shit. This is like the best character ever.
The Gooner bait is
She's
out.
hot. Okay. But obviously, I really actually do like Yelena. I think she's one of the better characters post Endgame. We see Yelena fighting each other. Quick side note: people did say it would have been crazy if she turned into Nat there.
Oh yeah, that would have been.
All right, this gotta be it, bro. He's like 90. We gotta end it soon. Like, I'm shocked they even came back for this. Now, it's going to be interesting because he did spoil in an interview with Jimmy Kimmel that he blows up New Jersey. Mm-hmm. So that's where I'm like, I don't know where that's going to come into the timeline of, like, this movie. We have Charles and...
Yeah, I mean, they got to get to the point quick with these guys because...
Yeah,
let's just say we ain't got much more time.
That's the issue, too, is, like, you can't spend this movie setting up the X-Men, but you can't just not explain them because you have to play both audiences. Scott's dead.
They're such big characters. Yeah, I mean.
Also, this is giving Days of Future Past vibes with them like reconciling, like, and like it's the end times. You know that it's giving that. Yeah, Scott's dead. I really do think Scott's dying in Secret Wars. Like, that's the thing. They got to start killing some of these characters, especially like people who are playing the characters for 10 years, and then get.
Dude, Paul Rudd's like 50. Yeah. He's like over like.
That's what I'm saying.
He's old
like,
too.
Like Sam, we got a few years left with Cap because he's like 40 something. He's good, you know. But even I think Bucky's dead. Bucky's like on the chopping block, which we'll get into. Remind me towards the end. We'll talk about who we think's fucked or not, and who we think's safe, and who we think's in the movie. This, go ahead and
look at the hair. That's some Franklin. Golden hair.
That's Franklin.
If that's not
that?
Franklin, and then the question is,
what the fuck's going on?
So what is he doing? Is he sacrificing himself or what? Like, can that happen already?
I know there's comic runs, and this is not just like Secret Wars. This is like in general comics where he does sacrifice himself for Franklin in some variation. I really don't see it. Again, maybe he does. But there's no way we come out of Secret Wars with some of the Fantastic Four dead. Like, we have to keep them in the MCU for a few years.
I mean,
this new.
Could you already start throwing in, like, variants of Fantastic Four?
Again, if Doom's really going to reset all this shit, then anything's possible. Like, you know, this is interesting because, again, I think kids come into play in this movie in the sense that Doom is going after kids for a reason. At the end of Fantastic Four, we see Franklin touching his face because, as you know, Doom has a deformed face. Franklin is one of the most powerful in the verse. Like, honestly, he is powerful as shit. I don't know. Again, but then again, if this is
that's a lot to take
in. If this is a supernova, him holding Franklin, I really don't think is like. This could hear me out. This could be the end of the movie, where they lose and Doom takes over the timeline, and then this wipes everyone, and then they get their memories taken. In Infinity War, there were scenes of when they get snapped, they just didn't show the snapping particle. Like, we saw that.
Yeah.
So, this could be the end of the movie.
Maybe.
Again, I don't know, because these trailers, again, half these shots probably won't even be in the movie, and we're wasting our fucking time talking about it. Like, this probably won't even be in the movie. I'll be like, what? Like, the scene at the end of the Infinity War trailer where it's like Hulk and Black Panther running in Wakanda never happens.
They had him hug a wig just to throw us off. Who's she looking at? Who's she looking at lustfully like that?
Yeah, dude, they're not gonna. She's not gonna come out of nowhere and be like.
Oh, I think that nod might have been.
I like her suit with the blue a lot.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it's fire. I mean, we haven't seen some of these characters in. I mean, we haven't seen Shuri in 4 years.
So we're
2020. That's the other problem too. Is like a lot of people are having is we haven't seen a lot of like the main hitters. Like Sam, we've seen luckily, and Thunderbolts thankfully was good because Thunderbolts does have a big part. If Thunderbolts was ass, it would have been bad.
We're talking about power scaling here.
Yeah.
What are we doing with Sam?
Unfortunately, he needs the serum.
I don't think Mr. Captain America.
I mean, even Steve Rogers is fucked against Doom.
Thor, again, we go back to Thor swinging double axe handle to Doom and not even making him flinch. And then we have Sam, who's got the shield. Sam might have to give the shield back in this movie. We don't know. We'll get to that, but
I don't think he will.
Like at this point, like what?
Sam has it rough because like he gets the mantle, and his first two opponents besides besides John Walker is Red Hulk and Doom. Like this guy needs that. Yeah. I understand like the whole.
And then your predecessor comes back.
Yeah. Well,
you got everybody's seen the commercial at this point. The trailer. Cap shows up, and now he's looking off to the side like, "Yo, am I not a starter anymore, or what?" Like,
he has to take the serum. I don't know why. I get the.
Is the serum even
like,
a thing anymore at this
how
point?
much is
You know,
the
it's
vibranium
like,
carrying?
no, oh yeah, everything. That's everything.
This is
Dude, he's like licking his wounds every fight. He's like,
this is in the X Mansion. This is the alt, or this is the LT.
Shout out to Gambit, Gambit,
the Gambit LT. This is an insane. This is one of my favorite shots in the trailer. This is from the teasers we had.
Yeah.
We see Sentinels in the background. Why are Sentinels there? What are we doing? Right. I think. What's going on here? You know?
Also, very reflective to Marvel Rivals as well.
Yeah.
They had the same.
Okay, well,
so maybe they don't know.
What's going on here? I mean, she's fucking losing her mind.
Yeah, she popped ult.
She popped ult. Maybe this is Doom turning. I mean, this has to do with Franklin.
Or Supernova block.
Namor flying.
She was stopping Namor from.
Yeah, I mean, they're cutting it in a way where this is where they want you to think. There's rumors that Namor's dying in like the first half of the film. I don't know why.
People are pissed about how they changed his attire in this movie.
I don't really care.
Bigot. You're a bigot.
There we go. This is the.
I mean, come on, Sam. Boom. Like that's.
Look at the eyes. See, that's why when they
we've seen Thanos shatter the shield with a battle axe. He stops this fully charged Thor ult with 2 fingers. What is Sam doing against Doom? That's the only question you can ask.
That's my other thing too. Is like you go back to the other scene where Thor's talking to the new Avengers. Half of their specialty is just guns. Honestly, what are you doing?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, like, this is why I'm glad RDJ is such a great facial actor. His eyes here, fucking menacing. I love the mask.
Just through the eye holes, yeah.
Now this scene right here did look kind of AI-ish right here. I don't know if you saw it. Again, okay, where is this?
Yeah.
This looks like on the outskirts.
Another statue in the back.
Where is this? And also, like,
we'd have to like analyze debris in the back.
Right.
If you want to,
And then this reminds me of the Endgame trailer. I have a video on my YouTube. It's my proudest video where I correctly predicted that the final battle of Endgame is at Avengers HQ, going off of rubble and pencils. So like, I really do think this is probably at the X Mansion. This looks like a CGI. Again, I don't like to make fun of the CGI because this is again 6 months out. This looks like a CGI Chris Hemsworth face, like here, but obviously it's not done. Again, if this is X Mansion, where is everyone else, right? So this is either at the beginning of the movie somehow,
or very end,
or the end. But then again, like it's just too similar. Like if you're gonna do this movie where Doom wins, it's already way similar. You can't have it where Thor's the last one to throw the axe and it gets fucked and then he dies. You know. We're gonna need a miracle, and it's Steve Rogers in like a. This is on the This is on the Fantastic Four. Pause right there. Someone is behind him. I don't know who it is.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Might be Loki. So okay.
Is Loki going and having the conversation with Cap? You know, before he ages, and this is the Cap he ran into.
There's a lot of theories here.
Is Loki, after season 2, portraying Captain America and now worthy because of all he did?
I don't. Why would he do that though? Why would he?
It's the god of mischief. Why wouldn't he?
So here's where I'm getting confused here.
Look at the face, though. I mean, it's like this is like ominous Cap. If you're asking me,
I'm glad you said that because this is the big thing. There's a man in the comics, looks like Steve Rogers. His name's Captain Hydra, and he serves Doom. This is where I'm saying and in the trailer, for the first thing we ever saw from Doomsday was Steve coming home to the suit, and he doesn't look like this. He looks like normal Steve, like as if like Endgame just ended. Yeah. And as you know, Endgame gets re-released in September, right? And as we know, the big theories / leaks or whatever is that this movie starts right where Endgame ends, where he's with Peggy, and obviously there's gonna be a little like a year time skip because the kid will be there. But then so that's why they're re-releasing Endgame, because then they want you to watch Endgame, and then boom, Doomsday can start off right there, which I like, but I don't like, because then it makes like all the other movies almost kind of pointless a little bit. Obviously not, because time moves weird, and we have the Avengers, like, you know, in this movie.
Probably it's Loki and Cap, and
I don't think this is Cap.
I think it might be, because in that scene where he was flipping the TVA card, I forgot to mention it, but on the hand is a wedding band holding the card. If you look close enough,
that was Steve.
You see a wedding band,
They said
right?
it was Steve.
So maybe this is Steve that Loki brought with him,
or
and
it's
this
just
is
Loki,
this
like,
is a big
hey,
reunion.
Or it's like Loki. I'm Loki. Here's my card, and then he's flipping through it while Loki's talking about what he needs for.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then he opens the door, they walk through, and he's in front of Thor.
Fuck! There's so many things. Like, me personally, I think, I don't know, just because the Steve we saw in the original trailer.
I don't think it's
is this the same
Captain Hydra.
So
I don't
is
think
this
so.
the same?
This right here proves that it can't be. I don't think he can.
I mean, you can be worthy and be evil. Thanos was worthy. Just you saying you're worthy of the hammer isn't like you're good and whatever. It just means like your cause or whatever you believe in, like you're worthy enough, and you're like, you know, like Thanos caught fucking Hela caught Mjolnir. By the way, Hela. That's, you know, Hela caught Mjolnir and blew up fucking Asgard. Like it was Surtur blew it up. You know?
I don't know. I think it's more. Maybe that's how they want you to think, that it's Loki and Cap, and this could just be the reunion that they're about to have.
This could be the reunion. I do think we'll get a Loki. They love building these movies off of moments that we want, right? What's one of the bigger things we want right now? Loki and Thor to reunite. Ever since the Loki show did what it did, everyone was like, we have to see this happen, right? Then
Thor can die and actually be dead.
Thor's probably dying in Secret Wars, let's be honest, guys. I mean, how long is Chris Hemsworth going to keep doing this bulk up, bulk down shit? I mean, I could see this being Sam or Steve, but then again, why does he look different than Steve does in that trailer originally, right? Maybe there's a time skip.
The smirk and the look up kind of gives very ominous, so I don't know.
They definitely
play it back a couple seconds. We'll just watch it through.
They definitely had him play the smile in a way that's like you could second guess it a little bit. Yeah, like
maybe it's Loki and he's now worthy and he didn't know if he was gonna catch it or not.
I don't know. I think
I like the Captain Hydra. I see it every time, you know, Captain America comes back. I don't know if it's Captain Hydra yet.
Why? And is Cap gonna just be in normal clothes the whole damn movie?
He's the Nomad.
I know, but it looks kind of stupid on the poster. It's like everyone's dressed up. It's like you're in jeans and shit.
That's why it's like, yo, give me my shield back.
Okay, again, not the shield. It's like, here's my thing, like, too, like, the reason why I really do think it could be Nomad is because they know what bringing these faces back mean.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you're like, you're lazy as fuck. You're bringing Steve Rogers back. Okay. Maybe we have two Steve Rogers or something like that.
You want to see Awkwafina and Shang-Chi, who I haven't seen in 5 years?
I would like to, I mean, Awkwafina, no, but Shang-Chi, yeah. I mean, honestly, Shang-Chi...
You got to build these characters a little bit, though. Like, we went 10 years of watching these people building them up and then, like, knowing, you know, where they stand. And now, really, it's a toss-up for who's a leader and who's like, top of the food chain and who isn't.
I trust them because Infinity War does a great job. You could, again, it wouldn't hit as hard, but someone could watch Infinity War first and understand what's going on. They explain the stones in 2 minutes. Immediately, you don't have to watch fucking Thor 2. It helps because it's like, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
You know, they explain who Thanos is. It's like they're gonna do that in this movie, and that's why I trust them because they're good at, like, you know, fast pacing, kind of moving along. And I don't know. I really don't think this is Steve. I do think this is like. I do think this is like Nomad, or again, maybe like you said, Loki. I just don't think this is our Steve Rogers from Endgame. I think we will see the Steve Rogers from Endgame, like we saw in the trailer, but something has to happen. Either this is maybe a grown up, like an older version of him after like he lost his kid, maybe, and then he gets a little evil. I don't know, but this doesn't look like it. You have some notes, you said?
Should we just finish up?
This is it. Left? There's nothing left.
Wasn't there? No, I think
a timer.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, so I think we touched on pretty much everything I thought about. When I first heard that RDJ intro, I was like racking my brain about, I was like, who was that? was like, is that Namor? I was like, is it Wong? And I was like, no, why would Wong be in it? But I was like, all right. I mean, then I was like, oh.
I went on Twitter. Everyone's like, that's Doom. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, and then you start seeing everybody with the Tropic Thunder, like they're posting.
Oh yeah, from the behind the scenes
when he was doing all the.
Yeah, again, that's another question. Why RDJ is Doom? Is it just because they thought he was a good actor?
Yeah, is he gonna stay Doom?
Obviously, bringing RDJ's face back to Marvel is gonna make people a lot more comfortable, you know. But it's like, is it him playing Doom? I really hope this isn't like a Tony Stark variant. I really hope that, and I think they confirmed like, no, this is.
There's like so many now. It's like variant and multiverse. Like you're like, is this person who they really are? Like, you know, that Cap, that might be Johnny Storm, 05 Fantastic Four. who knows? I mean,
no, he died. I do think. Here's my thing. I think we'll see an Iron Man variant in this movie.
You think so?
Because RDJ's here, there's no way we don't see at least another Tony Stark once. I don't think he'll have a big role. I'm just saying, like, when all these characters are, like, flying out of the multiverse and shit, I think there's no way we don't get RDJ in an Iron Man suit one more time. Think about it. It's been 7 years. It's not going to be our Tony. It's just going to be a random Tony. It'll be just for 1 second. The Tony in the suit again in the visor shot. Come on.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Between, like you said, there's just so much now that, like, the storylines are weaving and intertwining. It's like you're not really, you don't want to reach too far into a theory because it could just be, you know, complete bullshit.
It's hard to do what we're doing with this trailer and what a lot of people are doing because again, a lot of these shots could be ass and bullshit. And I do think back to what we were talking about earlier. I think Marvel the past year and a half has been building this movie up kind of well.
Yeah, it feels like
at least
heyday of Marvel, you know, back again. So
I don't know if I think just below heyday. I really truly don't think
at least with the hype of it all, you know, because you're going into this, you know it now. You know who's the big bad. You're trying to see like who's living, who's dying. There's gonna be some stuff that gets shaken up here. Where is Daredevil? Where is Spider-Man?
What is Daredevil doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Again, what is Yelena doing? I think. Again, it's gonna be very interesting to see how Spider-Man ends.
Because, that's the whole thing. You don't see any of that in this because you have to wait for Brand New Day to finish.
Exactly, and I think
some more stuff will get untold there.
The big theory that's been going on for maybe a year now is that Spider-Man's gonna end with Doomsday and something with that happening. No way, Spider-Man's not in Doomsday. They know better.
No,
or maybe they save him for Secret Wars. I don't know.
He has to be. I feel like.
Hulk. I mean, again, and people that is a valid question people have. Where's like the other main Avengers? Spider-Man, Hulk, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange. They're not gonna fucking show you these characters in the trailer. And I think if anything, they're gonna be in Secret Wars for sure. All these characters, I will chop my arms off if those characters I just mentioned are in at least the Secret Wars. Yeah. This movie, I don't know. Maybe we just get this like ass team of Avengers, you know, and then Spider-Man shows up in Secret Wars. I don't know. But Doomsday's going to have to end. There's no way Doomsday doesn't end in a way that sets up... I'm sorry. There's no way Brand New Day ends in a way that doesn't set up Doomsday.
Yeah,
for sure. Then again, Black Panther ended and had no connection to Infinity War. I remember going to Infinity War like... I guess because like the White Wolf has awoken. Mm-hmm. You know, but... I do think like Deadpool and Wolverine obviously set the TVA up more for the general audience, right? They mentioned anchor beings, which is important. They mentioned Secret Wars a lot. Thunderbolts sets up this new Avengers team, and the end credit scene was probably one of the most important end credit scenes we've had in a few years with the Fantastic Four ship. Even Captain America's movie sets up, finally, like I said in my review, I remember this, I was like, if you take anything away from the Captain America movie, we're finally getting the Avengers back, because it makes sense after the whole Thanos thing to just dissipate for a few years, right?
Yeah.
Now, again, at the end of Shang-Chi, we see Bruce and Captain Marvel talking about the bands, and obviously that couldn't go anywhere. I think those bands were going to be connected to Kang, but we saw them kind of working together. But now, Captain America sets up Sam as making a team. Fantastic Four obviously sets up Franklin and the Fantastic Four themselves and Doom. I do think Doom is from Fantastic Four's world because in that scene you see the Latveria and he's not there.
Yeah.
So like these movies are setting up a lot of shit. Obviously the TV shows are like doing their own thing.
Do we get Deadpool Wolverine?
I think we do. Again, I think we're gonna see everything. I really think this is like them going, you know what, fuck it, here's everything, because after Secret Wars, we are done with multiverse.
Right.
We're tired of it. I think they're tired of it at Marvel, because it went longer than they wanted to.
Yeah.
Kang was supposed to come out in 2024, and that was going to be it. But then COVID happened, two writer's strikes happened, and the Jonathan Majors thing happened. I don't like defending billion-dollar companies, but I'm just saying, like originally, Doctor Strange was supposed to come out before Spider-Man, and America Chavez was supposed to be in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So when you get characters like America Chavez who don't show up again, their original plan was for them to show up. Also, is Wanda dead or not? I think she's like
Scarlet Witch appearance?
everyone's like, yeah. There's no way we don't see. Apparently, there's like a comic that's canon to the MCU, which I don't like when they do the comics shit. Star Wars does that. I'm not reading that shit. Apparently, you see that the TVA has Wanda from Strange 2. I don't know if that's true or not. I think we'll see. Again, I think these two movies, it's not going to be, are we going to see Toby? Are we going to see even Andrew? Are we going to see Wolverine? I think it's, we're going to see them. The big question is, are we going to see them in this movie, or are we going to see some in Secret Wars? They're not going to show everyone in this movie, because you have to save some shit for Secret Wars, right?
I mean, they're showing Captain America and coming back in Steve Rogers coming back in trailers.
I just don't get
so
it. I don't get it. Like, are people dumb? Like, people are watching this trailer and they're like, "You're bringing Steve back? Is that the biggest thing?" I'm like, if you're showing Steve in the trailer, you're not going to show the biggest things in the trailer.
You're going to get a lot more than just Steve Rogers.
It pisses me off. It's like, you really don't understand how Marvel does these shit. It's like, these people making this movie have made directed and wrote, because it's 4 people, Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. I trust them. They're 4 for 4. I really do. There's really nothing that they do where I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, I really do trust them. And these are the movies that, I remember when Endgame was coming out and they were like, oh, we're done with Marvel, like, we're tired. And they were like, is there any project that would make you come back? They're like, the only project that makes us come back is Secret Wars, if that ever happens. Because they said that's their favorite thing when they were growing up as kids. So, I really just have faith. Especially, Marvel has had a bad 2022 to 2023. But then they redeemed themselves with 2024, 2025, where Guardians 3, Deadpool. I don't think Captain America was that bad. But then, like, the big main ones were Deadpool, Wolverine, Guardians 3. Again, where are the Guardians? That's another question. Like, are there...
Yeah. I mean, it looks like that interaction with Thor and Cap was on a spaceship.
Yeah, because we know Rocket has communication with Earth, at least Rocket, and he's the leader of the Guardians now. We don't know if the Guardians are coming back. We only know Star-Lord will return. And are we going to get the Young Avengers? Again, because they've been setting up the Young Avengers. At the end of, again, people don't forget it. It's ironic that people didn't watch Captain Marvel 2, because it low-key has one of the most important... When people tell me these movies don't set things up, I know they're not watching it. Because Captain Marvel 2 end credit scene was Photon waking up in the X-Men Fox universe. Yeah. And obviously that's going to tie into Doomsday.
We finally maybe get our eyes on Beast. You know,
he was in the end credits scene.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so like all this stuff could be finally paying off from these one-off or weird movies and shows that people don't watch. You know?
It's not even weird, and I get what people are saying, but it's like, again, like, Captain Marvel came out 3 years ago, whatever. Like, a lot of these end credits had a lot of time to. It's like a lot of these end credits haven't been paid off yet. Like Doctor Strange has set up incursions. I think once these movies come out, it'll make those end credit scenes so much better. Yeah. The problem is these movies had to get redone after Kang, so it pushed everything back like 2 years.
And stuff like that. Oh, I didn't like Multiverse of Madness. It's like, that's the majority of the story is going to be like how Multiverse of Madness was set up, and you have to like kind of get ready for that. The Loki vibe, like,
I disagree with that. I don't think
stuff with
Doctor Strange is going to be like Doctor Strange, because the problem with Doctor Strange was people were overhyping Strange, because that was the first multiverse movie, right? Besides Spider-Man, obviously, and people were overhyping, like, we're going to see Toby. We're going to see all this in Doctor Strange. I don't think Doctor Strange 2 was that bad. But even if you don't like it, it still sets up the
it's
future.
like the incursions, like all different branching off of timelines, stuff like that we're now getting involved in. That's all we're going to be talking about for the next, X amount of time.
Now, I wonder if the idea of anchor beings is going to be important, because Deadpool and Wolverine bring that up. And that's the question. Who is 616's anchor being? The obvious choice right now is Tony Stark. I don't know if I like the idea of anchor beings. I don't. I don't like the idea of one person dies and that's when their universe is resetting. I don't know if I like that.
They put a lot of effort into that being like a
but then
important
it's like you're doing
thing,
that in a
though.
Deadpool movie where I'm like, what's real and what's not. Like that Thor scene, is that gonna get paid off or not?
Yeah.
When he's like, "Hold me, Thor," because that's a scene from. I could see that being paid off. I think that'd be kind of funny. I don't know. I don't know. There's like a lot of hate going into Doomsday, and I get it because I really don't know what to expect in this movie. I just like, dude, it's a new fucking Avengers movie. RDJ's back. Sam's back. Is that baby fan service? Sure. I think there's a reason they picked RDJ. I think there's a reason Cap's back as well. Like, I really do think that. Like, I think even if Cap's evil or whatever it is, it makes sense with the kids getting stolen. And I think if they do this right and Secret Wars is good, then I think this will be a good reset for Marvel. And I hope it is, because we need a reset.
Yeah, I don't think they can miss with this movie, basically. I think they
could. I think there's many ways you miss. Because, again...
At the very least, the fanfare is going to carry, big time on this one. They're going to try and do their best to, like...
Yeah, but then you don't want to, like Endgame worked for me in Infinity War because, like, they earned that, the what's it called? Not fanfare. What's it called? Like, fan service?
Yeah.
Like, they earned it, almost. Like, that, like, Avengers Assemble, they earned the hammer. Like, I hope they just don't bank on all these, like, other moments, just, like, and hoping the movie's good. I just hope the movie itself, I hope Doom is menacing, which he already looks menacing.
Yeah, I think it's...
we still don't know the main plot. Again, like, that's what's interesting about this movie is even Infinity War, okay, Thanos is trying to get the stones. We're going into this movie really not knowing what's going on. We don't know, like, why these incursions are happening. We don't know which universes exactly are being affected. We don't know what Doom's plan is. Like, and I think that's the inverse of, Doom hasn't had no setup. I think then you could also argue it's cool that Doom's here because we have no idea what his motive is or why he's doing it or what's going on.
Just like everybody else in the movie, they don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
so.
And again, I don't think that's intentional. I just think again it had to do with bad planning, COVID, and I'm not gonna but it does help that we're almost like the Avengers, like you said, where we don't know what's going on. They're blindsided, like, and you see that in the Thunderbolts end credit scene where they're all like scurrying around, and she's like, the space crisis is going on. Like, what does that mean? Like, ever since then, I'm like, what does space crisis mean? Interesting. I think Spider-Man will be important. I think Spider-Man's going to be important.
He might be an anchor being.
What's going to happen to that is the theory as well, is that he's an anchor being. Where is Hulk gonna like? What happens to Hulk?
I think we get an aggro Hulk for sure, at some point here.
I think it's Jean Grey in his head.
Yeah.
And I think Hulk. I think it's almost confirmed
Sadie
now.
Sink.
Yeah, I think that's Jean Grey.
Yeah.
100%. But so that's really my question is, are these X-Men characters out there in the MCU already or not? Because if that is Jean Grey, that is huge because that means we don't need incursions in the multiverse to happen for us to get X-Men characters, right? Because unless I'm wrong, have they mentioned any other X-Men characters out there right now? No. Like, you have Miss Marvel's a mutant, and all these characters are mutants, but I'm talking about like X-Men characters, like as X-Men. I don't think they have. So if that is Jean Grey, then that begs the question: where's Wolverine? Where's our Professor X? Why aren't these characters not in this universe?
They say they have them in every universe, so I mean, you would think.
But maybe our universe doesn't, and then the incursions make it happen. I do think that's Jean Grey. 100%. I think that's Jean Grey. I mean, there's no. I think there's like if it's not Jean Grey, then the build up and keeping her secret is dumb.
Because am I mixing that up where we're already like they're already showing an aggro Hulk and that's in Brand New Day, or and then he has
Grey
to
Hulk.
try and Hulkbuster, right? Like so.
Well, again, I don't know. We don't know how he's gonna stop him. So Hulk's in there. That begs the question: where's that gonna leave Hulk?
You think Tony didn't set up Spider-Man with a Hulkbuster suit?
Spider-Man doesn't have any of Tony's shit anymore. Remember, he's just on his own.
Well, I mean, there has to be fail safes that are greater than you're just a kid.
I think we're done with the Tony shit with Peter. Thank God. I mean, that's what everyone wants, right? And now, again, how Hulk plays into that, and how, again, because you can only get Hulk character development in other movies because of Universal. So where is this going to leave Hulk at? Because this movie is important to leave. Like, where's that going to leave Hulk and Spider-Man going into Doomsday, right? And are they even going to mention? I just feel like there's no way they don't mention Doomsday. the big theory going around recently is that this movie ends with the space crisis happening. But then again, does that mean Tom Holland's in this movie or not?
Well, that's one of those things they're not going to show it because of the movies. The movie
Again,
has to happen in
again,
Brand New Day
like,
first.
It's hard to defend because then I'm like, I think characters like Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and these other big important characters of the MCU are in these movies, but I just can't argue it because I don't know if it's going to be in this movie or Secret Wars. I really don't know. And there's really nothing else coming out Marvel-wise till Doomsday, right? I mean, it's
Yeah, it's.
Do we not have another show
Spider-Man.
coming out? Let me look that up. Do we not have... Well, Wonder Man came out, but that's not really like... Wonder Man was good. Marvel 2026 projects. Yeah, we have... Yeah, we already had Daredevil, Punisher. Vision Quest comes out in August, but that's like... That's the unofficial third trilogy wrapping up WandaVision and Agatha. Is that really gonna, is that gonna like be a big tie-in? I don't really think it is. Now 2027, so that's the other thing too, right? Doomsday's December 2026.
I mean, you get what the biggest thing you could possibly think about is like Wanda's kids. That's something that could come from it, but.
Like, I think the only movie scheduled for next year for MCU is Secret Wars. So, yeah, I mean, there's shows.
There has to be one of those timelines that has the.
So we know confirmed new movie dates. So they have 3 dates held for 2028 and 2 for 2029. And apparently we're getting a Thor 5, so that means Thor survives. We know we're getting X-Men. So we know we're getting an X-Men film that is going to come out in like 2028. And again, I think that's going to be our X-Men, like in the MCU. Obviously, that's post Secret Wars. I mean, as of right now, there's nothing coming out next year except Secret Wars, which is crazy because what? Infinity War came out, then what happened? It was Ant-Man 2.
Yeah.
And then it was Captain Marvel, and then it was Endgame. When does Secret Wars come out? Does it come out at the end of the year? Or was it before?
I can't remember.
It's December 2027. So the difference,
a whole year of ramping up.
Because that's the thing.
Maybe they're waiting. Maybe they're banking on,
Doomsday, and then they're going to
Doomsday, and other stuff will come from that. Stem from it.
I don't know. Maybe we just go a year without fucking anything.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, maybe just a show here or there, and it's like nothing too crazy.
Wonder Man.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like I don't know. But I'm excited. I think this is
an exciting time.
Good trailer, guys. We are in Spider-Man's next week.
Yeah.
That's huge. We'll have a review up. I'm like 12 of us are going to see it. It has to be good. Please God be good.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
From what I've seen, the scenes are great.
Give me Rhino. Give me a Rhino appearance.
Scorpion's in it, which is cool. There's a theory that Mr. Negative is the villain, and that like there's like a because apparently apparently they said we haven't seen the villain yet, which is like because I guess that makes sense because Jean Grey's not like a villain. She's like a hero, but if she gets the Dark Phoenix, that's anti-hero, right? Yeah. I don't really know much about X-Men as much as Avengers. So now, like, we're getting the territory where I kind of learned this shit because I don't know. And then Hulk, again, it's going to be really fun because we haven't seen Hulk. We haven't seen Banner turn into Hulk on screen.
Give me a good, strong Hulk. That's all I'm asking for.
Even if it's a few minutes, let me get it. Right. Which I think we will. But we haven't seen, like, actually, like, we've seen, obviously, Hulk in 2017. But we haven't seen Banner turn into Hulk.
Yeah.
I think since 2012.
They're trying to cheap out on the production here.
I'm sure it's a lot of money. I'm sure.
We got Red Hulk.
Yeah, Red Hulk was good though.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, we have Spider-Man, and we have Doomsday's really gonna. I feel like if Doomsday sucks ass, what do you do? Like,
I don't think it can. That's what I'm saying. I think it.
And then you make Secret Wars still, then you move on. But I really think it's just nice. We're gonna have these 2 final send-offs, and then we're gonna reboot the MCU or reboot as in the Fantastic Four.
Who's left?
Yeah, please don't bring in these 40-year-old X-Men to be our X-Men. Let's get some fresh 20-something, maybe 30-something-year-old people to play these X-Men. And I think this Fantastic Four we can keep around for a few years. Man, at last point, it fucking sucks that Spider-Man can't just be in more shit because of the Sony deal.
Yeah.
Because, like, realistically, I want Spider-Man to be with Fantastic Four. He should have been in Daredevil. You know, oh, that's what we're gonna talk about too. Who do we? Okay, so who's on the chopping block? Who's dead in this movie? Like, who's 100?
I mean, it's funny because I feel like everybody could die, but like.
But again, also it's hard because Secret Wars comes out, so we don't know if they're gonna save.
Who's the Skrull? Who's not?
Oh god, I'm done with the Skrulls. Get them the fuck out of here. That was the worst. Oh, Secret Invasion makes me fucking shiver with hatred and pain. I hate. I think Bucky's dead. I really think Bucky's dead.
There's so many people that are like aging out of it. You're like, all these guys could die.
But apparently there was a trailer they released at one of the events where you couldn't film, and you hear Reed holding back Sam, and Sam's like yelling. Mm. Bucky's dead as fuck. Can you imagine they die and they're not on good terms? Oh my god! After that build up, come on. I think Bucky's dead. I don't know if Thor's dying because they confirmed Thor 5.
Yeah, Thor probably is some.
And Chris Hemsworth probably got a few good years in him. Maybe the Avengers after Secret Wars they'll kill him and then he'll be done. But he's been doing it for a long ass time. Mm-hmm. I could see Ant-Man dying.
Yeah, Paul Rudd can go. Gambit might die. This version of him. Like...
I think so too. Because I think like, okay, we gave you an Avengers movie. You were in Deadpool. You know you're good. I could see. Obviously, like Professor X and shit. I don't know because they brought Professor X back like twice and they just kill him now every time or whatever.
Yeah, so it's like, dang, dude, like you gonna survive a movie or what?
It's fucking pissing me off. And who else was it that I thought?
Magneto.
Yeah. Here's the thing: could Strange die? Do we think Benedict's done, or do we think he got a few more in him?
I don't think he can yet.
You think it's too early?
I think so. And
I feel like that's the type of character where he doesn't need to be buff, so you can kind of play him.
Yeah, of course.
The Hulk? Bro's been playing Banner since 2012. I mean, that's the other thing. So it's like...
So then we just never have Hulk again?
No, because you have She-Hulk.
Come on. I don't think the Hulk can die. You put a bullet in his mouth and the other guy spit it out.
Well, no, he can die if Banner dies.
Yeah, but that's like...
How do you kill Banner?
That's lore, right? He's survived everything and was left with you know,
and as we know,
a burnt world.
As we know, Hulk does know that. I think it's confirmed that Peter is Spider-Man because Tom Holland said in an interview one person knows who he is, and that's from the comics. So I think that's going to play a good, cool part in the stuff.
If you guys watch the rankings, I'm a big Team Hulk guy, so I want a huge leap on the Hulk power scale. I want an aggro Hulk, you know, at least a good portion of a scene, like a fight scene. And I need something to really put him down if they're going to take him down, because I'm tired of this like baby Hulk that we're getting.
Well, I wouldn't say baby.
Smaller, putting a shirt on him.
I wouldn't say baby. If Thanos had 2 Infinity Stones, knocked his ass out right after Ragnarok happened. Like, they had no break in between those 2 movies. People tend to forget Thor in that time frame went from Thor Ragnarok to Infinity War in like the same time, like back to back. You know, I would have been dead as well.
Where's the Hulk's son?
I don't want to see him ever again. So then, again, last thing, because you said, okay, maybe Hulk's dying, who's going to play Hulk? Here's the other thing that people are saying, too, that they could be doing behind the scenes. They could be recasting a lot of these characters. We could get a new Hulk, and then once Secret Wars comes out, they unveil the new cast. And I just feel like that's like the best way to go about it. You know, because what do you do? Do you just full bank on like She-Hulk, for example? Like, maybe you have the balls to be like, all right, now that people like She-Hulk, let's make you like She-Hulk, and let's do it. Obviously, you're never going to have 100% like, because some people don't like her just because she's a girl.
Yeah.
Other people just don't genuinely mesh with the character. Or do you say, fuck it, okay, let's recast, like... Because obviously we know they're going to focus on X-Men and Fantastic Four after this. I think the Avengers, all sides, going to take a back burner for a bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean... Like you like we've asked multiple times, who's left? You know, who's on the team that's like really.
But then again, there's no way like Sam's not Captain America for a few more years.
I mean, he's gonna be Captain America, but like again, no serum. Sam Witwicky, come on.
Sam Witwicky. But yeah, I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
That was it. I mean, guys, excitement. We will have our Spider-Man review up next Thursday, and yeah, until next time, big reviews. Lewis, see you later.